Hi everyone, welcome to Hilltop View Journals. Today I am working on my daily spread, the collaboration by RachandBellacrafts, and it'll be full of just faffing and playing around a bit of paper as usual. So there's nothing new today. I am on day 9, which is my safe place, which is a fold out spread. And we look at the daily spread program, and we've got day 9, which is Marie from Crafty Landing and Kelsey Thomas as well. So please do go and check out their videos. I will have links to their information in my description box. And here we are. This is my fold out page for today. Let me just tidy this up. We have got a little bit of twine here that's holding this fold out in place. Got a little doodle with some of Rachel's background pages, and it sort of folds up like that, and then it folds out like this. So what we've got is 2 tags in there, and then I can't actually fit it on the screen. So I've got the little collage there, I've got another simple collage there, and I've got 2 little bits of collages here. Now you can hear my husband mowing the lawn. I'm really sorry about that. I am going to, as soon as I finish this, I'm going to grab hold of him. But until then, I hope you will enjoy the video. Please do consider giving me a like if you do like the video, and a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. And if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe. Okay, straight on to the video. I found a video that I really like from Meg Journals about fold out pages. It's really simple concept, so suits me down to the ground. So I'm hoping this is going to be really quick. I'm just going to take one of my signatures out of this journal and put that to one side. And I want to just work on one side of the page. And I still don't really know what I'm going to do with these little pieces. I do like them. I think they give a little bit of interest, but they're not really serving much more purpose than that. What Meg did was she created a Franken page. So I've already got Franken pages, so I don't need to do that. So I'm just going to use this strip of piano paper. She created a Franken page that was fairly long, and then she just folded it several times to create her fold out page. So it folds out down to the bottom. So I'm going to try and, I don't think I'm going to be successful, but I will try to rip this. I don't think it's going to rip very easily. Gently, gently. That will do. What I thought then is you'd fold it like that. So you've got a bit there. But you don't, depending on what you've got on the back of your page, you don't really even need it. But anyway, I've got plenty of paper, so I'm going to fold it there. Fold that there. And then you could either fold it once like that, so it pulls out like that, or you could fold it and then fold it again like that. I think I'd rather fold it a little bit down there and then fold it there like that. So it will fold out like that. And then you can clip it in place, or you could do some kind of closure on it, but I'm just going to clip mine in place. Take off this straggler. And what you should be able to do is create a pocket. Depending on how you fold this, you could probably create a tuck as well. But let's just go with this for now. You have a play with how you want to fold it. I've got this image ×4 on here. I got this from Pinterest. So I'm going to make it smaller. No, let's leave it. Let's leave it until I finished, I think. Yeah, let's leave it. But I've got that, so I wanted to show that to you. And I've got well, I thought I had a piece. Oh, yes. I've got this piece here from Rachel's kit. Now, of course, this is one of my favourite pages from the kit, so I wanted to use this. So I was going to use this, most definitely. So I'm going to rip this up to fit this front bit here. So let's get a bit of a rip on the side going there. I think I've got something stopping it going flat. And what I wanted to talk about while I'm doing this badly is my safe place. So when I saw the prompt, I immediately thought about my safe place as a child. Now, I didn't have the best of upbringings, and that's putting it mildly. So there were two places where I felt safe as a child. One was with my grandmother, when I used to stay in her house, and I used to spend a lot of time in her house. And another was a little Wendy house tent that I had in my bedroom. Oh, I adored it. It was the best thing. I have so many happy memories of it. And what's important is that Wendy house, and I can still smell it, you know, that sort of plasticky, strange smell. That Wendy house has shaped my whole adult life, really, because I adore camping and small spaces and, you know, sheds, cabins, caravans, anything like that. I absolutely adore. And I think it's all come from that Wendy house. And in fact, I would love to create some kind of adult Wendy house for myself now. Just some sort of covered area in the house that I could just go into and hide at times. So we've got that. So when it pulls out... Right, so I'm going to glue this down now. I'm going to start making some commitments. This is very delicate paper, so it's probably not the best, but I thought it'd be a little bit more interesting than brown paper, brown packaging paper, although I'm kind of changing my mind now. And I don't know how to incorporate my safe place in a journal spread other than add in a piece of writing or something like that. But what I'm doing as part of this challenge is, in my daily writing journal, I'm writing about each prompt. So I'm going to write about my safe space in my journal, which I've got here. I've probably shown it in another video, but that's what I'm writing every day. So I've got, like, I've written about my routine there. What else have I written about? My favourite memory, things that bring me joy. So I've been doing that every day. Just a couple of lines. Nothing revolutionary. I didn't really want to cover the perforated bits, but I might have to. Right, so I've got enough to cover that there. I have no idea what this is going to turn out like. Yeah, I haven't got like a final thing in mind. I don't normally work very well like that either. I do like to have some kind of idea. So you'll pull it like that. Maybe if I had... I wonder what it'd look like if the white... I quite like that, see, with the white background. So I'm going to do that. Makes no sense, but never mind. Dim ots, as we say in Wales. Dim ots. Dim ots. Doesn't matter. Sa'n gwbod. Don't worry. Okay. Okay, so I like that. I think that's really pretty. Got that there. Not quite sure what I'm going to put there. I'm not sure what I'm going to put there either. But what I could do... So that could be glued all the way down there like that. And I wouldn't mind having one of my doodles there, potentially. Although it might not look right. I could just have it like that on some kind of like collage, and then it actually gets covered up then there. That's an idea. I've also got this one. But I do prefer that. So that's an idea. And I think what else I would do then is create some kind of collage on this back piece. So I don't know if that looks a bit odd there. Potentially it does. So maybe collage needs to go towards the bottom, maybe. See if that works. Just got to try different things until you come across something that you like and that just looks pleasing to you. Maybe this is where my image will go. So let's dive into this and cut this up and see what I can do. That's probably going to be a bit too small, but I am really enjoying focusing on collage as well in this collaboration, as well as the interactive elements that Rachel is encouraging us to do as well. It's all a lot of fun. So I don't mind having a little bit like that sticking up there. So I kind of like that. So we're going to go with that idea. There we go. So that is going to be stitched and glued. So I just glue these bits together so they don't lose their shape. Just pop a bit of glue there like that. Okay, so that's a piece. Just a piece of collage, and I'll add a little bit of sellotape after I've stitched because otherwise it'll just mess up the needle. Okay, so I need to consider then what I'm going to do here. And I've got this really large flower, which I love. And I'd be very happy if I could use that. And your collages, you know, they don't have to be complicated. They don't have to have lots of different pieces. You can just add small little things to it. And that's what I'm hoping that my videos will show you. I don't know, I think, yeah, maybe that's something like that. I'll do that, something like that. Okay, so I'm happy with that as well. So I might glue them down. Right, let's just glue a little bit there and a little bit here, just to keep those in place. Oh, that didn't quite work. And then I'm going to stitch from there. And I did wonder about popping something under there as well. A little bit of material. Like that. Yes, that would work. So let's put a bit of glue stick there. You'll notice as well I'm using quite often the same fabrics, and I don't think that's an issue. So I think again I can just add a little bit more glue stick there and hopefully secure that in place. It needs to come down a bit actually. Got glue everywhere now. Okay, we're getting there. Right, so I'm going to stitch around there, and stitch around there, make some commitments, and then we'll see what's left to do. So far, we've got this that's going on there. I think I can use glue stick on here to stick this down. And it sort of comes out like that. So they're the bits I'm focusing on, even though I've got that underneath there, but I'm going to leave that there like that. So we've got that, and we pull that down, we've got this, and we've got this piece here as well. So we've got this here, which I am also going to stick in place now. So that is committed. And you can see a little bit of it, but that's okay. And then what I thought I would do is add, I've got this sort of doodle here. So I was going to cut that into size. So I need a little bit to come off. That's going to go there like that. So it's just a little watercolour doodle on some music paper and book page. I was going to do a very small collage here. So I've got one of Rachel's little tickets. So I was going to pop that like that. Really simple. Nothing that's going to wow you, but I'm having fun sticking bits of paper down. Just wondering whether I can add something like that there as well to tie in there. Yep, that goes fine. So let's put some glue. So really I've only got that piece left to do. So what can I put on that? It's quite an odd shape. So I found some little scraps, so I'm going to cut this up to start. And I've got this. I quite like the colour, so kind of doing a reddy, pinky kind of theme here. So I put like that, and there. And I've got this little doodle. Might be overkill. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Not too sure what sort of focal point there, because we've got a lot going on in this. And I don't really want to put too much there.
Gonna stay in this moment, gonna lay here on the grass.
So I think I'm ready to commit this piece to its forever home. And I don't want to glue these down too much. I want to leave them so that they are loose, but I will glue this piece here because it's detached from the bottom, so we will secure that in place. Okay, so that will wrap up like that. That will wrap up like that. And shall we add a little bit of faux sellotape? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't go there, I don't know. Might leave that one. Let's see if it'll go in here. Well, I thought it would, but maybe it maybe it isn't. Right, let's make it smaller. My husband has just decided to start mowing the lawn, so I do apologise if you can hear it in the background. I'm going to strangle him when I get off this. I did ask him just to wait. Just to wait, just a little bit. And clearly he can't. Right, I'm going to leave that because it's getting too fiddly and I'm getting frustrated now. I'm getting frustrated, so I'm going to leave it. And okay, so what you could do with something like this is you could have had, and I could still do it actually, I could tie this with a bit of string, so I may give that a go actually. So I can just grab some string here. All I can do now is hear my husband mowing the lawn, and it's really annoying me. It's like an obsession, isn't it, mowing the lawn? Now I need this to tie in between the leaves. And that is my finished page spread, which is my safe place. Now I am looking at this, and I think you could pop some items in there as well. And I would love to, but this is so bulky anyway that I don't think it's a good idea for me to do it. But yeah, I could quite easily add in some ephemera there as well. But I'm going to leave that as it is for a minute. Maybe I will, I don't know. Do I want to put it in? I don't know. I can't make those kind of decisions on the hop. They're huge decisions. I've probably got loads of little tags here. I'm going to have a look for some tags. Here we are. Found a couple of tags. So I need to slot them in place. It does make it look nice. Although I reckon I could have done without them, but actually I do like that. And I think if this was in a larger journal that I was decorating, you know, different page spreads and things, I would definitely have little tags in there as well. So again, this is a huge chunky page, and I'm seriously outgrowing this journal, and it's only page 9. But there we go. That's the consequences of junk journaling for sure. So we're finally done for the day, and This is my little page spread, and as a reminder, we are on day 9 and it is about my safe place, and it's a fold out spread. And I was inspired by Meg Journals. I will link the video in her in my description box, I should say. So I've just got a little fold out there and a fold out here, and it folds just like that. So it's quite interactive. That is actually, I don't know why that's doing that. Let's just fix it. There we go. I think it's the way I folded it. And also another reminder that as it's day 9, we have got Crafty Landing. So the lovely Marie, and we've also got Kelsey Thomas doing the prompts today. So we had a little bit of faffing today, but I got there in the end and I'm pleased with the outcome. So I hope you've enjoyed watching the process of making this signature page, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye for now. Of all the